Nice little wave there. Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back once again to my F1 24 career mode journey, season 0, the F2 season. This is round 9 and we are at our home race here at Silverstone, the British Grand Prix weekend. This should be good. However, the one thing that is slightly bugging me is that the one race we have won this season was not from pole, so we have yet to convert pole to a win. That changes here. I am going for the home win, but first things first, we need to grab pole, and I'm confident that we've got the pace to do it. So we come into the British Grand Prix still leading the championship, despite having only won one of the races, and that was of course the Baku feature race, in circumstances which were very, well, just watch the race. That was very much a broken race that we took advantage of. But a win is a win, but I'm eyeing win number 2. We're still leading the championship though, because I'll be honest, our consistency through this has been nothing short of brilliant. But, you know, I don't want to do it by consistency. I want to grab a couple more race wins by season's end. So that is what we're going to try and do here. But first things first, let's try and grab pole. That was a little bit messy and slidey through there, but I'm happier with how I took that. So we now head on to the Wellington Straight. And so far, I think this lap has been decent. I'm waiting to cut the beam at the end of the first sector. Okay, so it's not quite as quick as we would have liked. I think we have had a bit of, like I said, it was a little bit scrappy in the first sector, but it's looking better around Luffield, and this is the part where we really can gain time. Round Woodcote, nice round there. Heading into Copse. In F1 you take it flat, in F2 you don't, but we took it quite, that was alright there. Now this is where the attempts are made, by really nailing this sector here. And I'll be honest, I think we've done alright. But it's the exit out of here and onto the Hangar Straight that can really set you up. And I think we've done really nicely there. Purple middle sector, we're nearly a second up on Roy Nissany as we head to Stowe. And again, we just kind of fling it in. The car's going out wide, but we keep a couple of wheels on the circuit, use a lot of curb. Inside for Club. Then we clip the inside for the second part of Club. This is going to be a very good lap. Surely that's going to be pole position. That is pole position. And that was a great lap. And looking at the sector times, it's that middle sector where we made a difference, because we were a whole 10th shy of Enzo Fittipaldi in the first sector, but 6/10 to the good in sector 2. So it's sector 2 that we really made the difference in, and as a result we got pole. It looks quite comfortable there, doesn't it? But I assure you it's anything but. What can we do coming into this race then? I'm excited for what's ahead.
So today, the sprint race, no pit stops, just full-on pace. It's all about speed, daring, and sheer driving skill. What, I wonder, is in store for us today? It's Formula 2, it is the sprint race. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me. Now,
right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
Yes, sir. Right. Anyway, before we can even begin to think about converting that pole into a home win, we have to do the sprint race first. So let's get straight to it. 11 laps here at Silverstone. And we are underway after some quite long lights there, and that's not really a good start. But I tell you what, it looked like one of the other cars is struggling. I think Victor Martins didn't get away quite so well. We actually were retaining position, but we went a bit deep into one. Someone's trying to get alongside us here, and they're diving down. That Stanek, who's going to be knocking into Fittipaldi. Iwasa is alongside us as well. I'm trying to make sure I leave space I have left space. Iwasa is on my left. I'm staying on the right here. Oh, I've gone off the circuit. Oh, we're nearly going round there. No, we have been tagged. Round it goes. Oh, that could have been a lot nastier than it was. So here we go. We just catch it, and then we catch someone else. Round it goes. And we have it all to do in this sprint. And we have it all to do in this sprint race now. Oh, that's given me a few extra grey hairs, that one. But luckily the car seems to be okay. And we can carry on going here at Silverstone. That's a very dramatic start. But it's only lap 1. So we're going to have to find opportunities and ways to be quite chancy about it. And we're also racing at an end of the field we haven't been in all season. So this is very new territory for me. And we're going to try and find a way through as fast as we can. And hopefully still end up with a decent result. What I could do with is somebody binning it and causing absolute devastation. But that was very nearly me on lap 1. All over the back of Arthur Leclerc. But the problem is the DRS train making it very hard to have a go. We're going to have a look down the inside of Leclerc though. And that was an opportunistic dive. And Leclerc giving me a little tap to say how much he didn't appreciate that. But we are through an upper place. And now we're on the back of Israel's Roy Nissany. Giving that curb a massive whack there. That's not going to do anything for us. But we're ahead of Arthur Leclerc. And we took a fastest lap while getting ahead of him. So next up is Roy Nissany. And I think we can have a go down the inside into club. We are going to have a go. Nissany being very gracious there in allowing us the space. We've got ahead of Nissany. Next up is Doohan. Then it's Boschung. So we've already gained 2 places here. But I don't want Nissany to try coming back at me here. So I'm going to have to watch my rear. But Nissany staying put for now as we charge up back to the rear of Jack Doohan. Such is the exit we had round Maggots and Beckett's. Look to the back then. You'll see us shaping up a go on Jack Doohan. We're going to take a little dive down the inside of Doohan. Doohan gives us the space, but we've moved up yet another place. We're going along quite nicely here, and I'm already shaping up Ralph Boschung, who has no real choice but to get out of the way. He's trying to fight me, but Boschung, nothing really in doing there. And we are up yet another place. So the fight back is really on here. And we're keeping it clean while doing it. We're not getting ourselves into unnecessary scrapes. And next up is Jack Crawford. And he's got Zane Maloney and Dennis Hauger with him. Hauger's really having a tough mid-season at the moment. As we try and shape this up on Crawford. But it's not going to happen down here. And we need to keep an eye on Boschung as well. Getting ready to shape up Crawford. This is where we have to try and make the gains. And look at it. Look at it. We're basically chewing on the rear of that car already. And Crawford's not got such a great exit, but we have. And we're already getting alongside the Red Bull Junior. Crawford staying tight, staying to the inside. I'm going to the outside. And surely we should sweep round, but I've gone a bit deep. I've gone off the track. Crawford keeping the position. We're going to have another go up the inside of club. And we have got it done. Someone's gone wide up ahead. I think that was Tush Miney going a little bit deep. And now we're on to the rear of the boy from Barbados, Zane Maloney. So we've gained another place up to P17. And while we're gaining positions at a great rate, if we want points, we got to do it faster. And I'm thinking a look down the inside of Maloney might be on here. But Maloney covers. Maloney covers well. So we've got to try and shape it up here. But it's not going to happen here because Maloney's got a good run out. And that might just be a way to have a look. Someone is pulling off to retire. I think that's Ayumu Iwasa. We're going to try and go around him without hitting him. We do manage to do that and take a lot of curve in doing so. Iwasa's blown up. He's out of the session. Maloney suddenly backing out there. not having a lot of momentum. That caught me out. But now we're setting it up nicely for another run into Stowe. And I think Maloney braking a little bit there caught me off guard as we set up another lunge down the inside of Stowe. And there's nothing the boy from Barbados can do about that. Oh yes, there is, because he's just done the old up and under and got back past me. But I'm going to take the inside of Club, and Maloney gets very defensive. That's forced me deep. Maloney's now going around the outside. No way through there as I force the issue. And we move up another place up to P15. And that was a great scrap. And we also complete a mini objective in the process. Somehow, despite my tyres starting to scream in protest at me a little bit, we've got a fastest lap. And guess what we've also got? We got P14, have we? Yes, we have! Although Hauger not really expecting that one, but we caught him off guard with the overtake. We've got a yellow flag ahead. So what's happened here? Has somebody lost it and had a moment and recovered, or has someone else retired? Daruvla's out. Daruvla is out of the race. He has had an engine failure. He's on our left, so Daruvla also dropping out. But guess what? Everybody here is starting to batch up again, and this might open up an opportunity to score a point. Although not by doing that, there isn't. But first things first, we got Kush Miney directly ahead. Oh, someone's gone wide. Stanek's gone wide, and a very dangerous rejoin there. But that's helped us go around the outside of Miney. I was so focused on my overtake with Miney, then Stanek just appears out of nowhere with that rejoin, and I really thought we were going straight into him. Not only did we avoid him, but we gained a place in the process, and now we're gaining a place on Stanek, who we've just got past, and now I'm one place away from scoring that point. Wow, lap 9 of this sprint race, and what a sprint race it has been. And what a comeback this has been, because we went all the way down to stone dead last, and now we're a place away from potentially nabbing a point. And we've now got a nice run on the shore, but he's got a run on Benavides. And once again, the front few have split off. Oh, although Benavides went wide. Benavides went very wide. And then he's rejoined, and we've gone into the shore. I am so sorry, teammate. I did not mean to do that. But Benavides just disappeared off the track. We've got another car gone there. So Stanek moves up to 10th, but I believe he's about to have a moment here. Yes, he has. He's gone round. Stanek has gone round. And everybody just about able to avoid him. This is going to be where we make the difference. But I think the difference is already going to be there. Look, here we go. Catching the shore. And the DRS should mean that we get the move done. The shore will not have DRS down the straight. We do. It's going to be an easy move. Down the inside. The shore doesn't fight that as we move up a place. Right. Now this is where it gets tricky. We got 1.7 seconds to catch Enzo Fittipaldi, and if we do, we get another point. So it's all up for grabs here in the closing stages of what has been an absolute thriller of a sprint race. But we should still grab a point for fastest lap. But I'm not done there. If there's any chance of gaining one more point, I am going to take it. And what has been a mad comeback in this sprint. This is where the time can be gained, but we're not really gaining what we need. And I've gone off the circuit there. But we have cleared for sure. But we're not going to have enough to get past Enzo Fittipaldi unless there is a mistake on this last lap. And someone has locked up. Oh, someone's really locked up. That's Novalak. Novalak's gone wide. This is a chance to take P8. We're going to go down the inside of Clement Novalak in this final corner of this sprint race. We move into P8 and into the points. Ollie Behrman wins, but from stone dead last. We finish
Right,
8th.
race over. Take care of the
What
car.
a race!
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Prema today.
Well, sprint races are basic, aren't they? And that's why we like them. Set them all going and let them have at it. And they really showed the racecraft and pace that you need to win them.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. After all this
And
drama,
take a
you'd be
deep
mad
breath.
not to join us for the next
Ollie
race. We hope
Behrman
to see
grabs
you
the
there.
win
Take
then
care.
to grab 10 more points for himself. Isaac Hadjar gets second, Teo Pourchaire gets third, and then it's Victor Martins in fourth, Vesti in fifth, Cordial gets some good points in sixth, Fittipaldi gets seventh, and we get a point for finishing eighth and a point for fastest lap. I didn't expect I'd end up finishing P8 after the start we had, but we did. And that was a great drive, and only 7 seconds off a race win. Man, our pace was super quick. If only we had a few more laps, I don't know what we could have done there.
And hello to everyone joining us here in Silverstone this weekend as the drivers make their final preparations for today's race. The grid is forming up and we're getting ready for what promises to be a real spectacle. Here are the starting positions for today's race. Sunshine lines up on pole position, and it's Enzo Fittipaldi in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Vesti, Martins, Clement Novalak and Pourchaire, Behrman, Deruvala, Hadjar, Amaury Cordial, Stanek, Benavides, Richard Verschoor, Ayumu Awasa, Miney, Hauger, Leclerc, Zane Maloney, Nissani, Crawford, Doohan and Ralph Boschon completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. It is the Formula 2 race.
Right, we've had this again, where we cannot put wet tyres on at the start on a wet track, so we have to go with dries. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be another broken race. What are we going to see here? We are underway at a very sodden Silverstone. It's so wet, and we're not even able to fight off Fittipaldi, who goes for the lead. And Vesti gives him a big clobber there as he takes the position. I've got no grip as we head round, and I'm just trying to keep my car on the circuit. Vesti leads, Fittipaldi second. We're in third. Thankfully, it doesn't seem as wet as it did in Baku, so I'm not sure the intermediate tyres would be the right call here. I think we're just about on a crossover, but wow, that's going to make this race very, very treacherous as we've already gone a bit deep, and Victor Martins is having a go. He's not going to be able to get through there. I'm struggling to get the power down as we go around Luffield, but we finally get the power down. Oh, like I said, I really think we're on a crossover here, but wow, okay. Vesti leads Fittipaldi, then it's us, then sliding round cops. I don't know what to do for the best here because it doesn't seem as wet as it did in Baku. And I don't know, it just seems like it is still dry tyres worthy. But, oh my gosh, it is slippery. Fittipaldi also seemingly struggling for pace. But look at us. We're dropping back by 2.5 seconds already. Oh, this makes things very difficult moving forward. Oh, we're sliding round Copse. I nearly lose it there. And that's going to put Novalak on my rear. Oh, this is difficult. This is so difficult. Especially this section, which is where I was gaining the most all weekend. Now this is where I lose out as Porsche gets past Novalak. I am creating a massive train.
Tyre condition still looking good.
That doesn't tell me whether I should go on to wets or not, though. And that is Clement Novalak then going off, and he's lost it! But he keeps it going, but who's he recovered into the path of? That is Jehan Daruvala, and that's a massive smash to his front wing, so surely he'll be into the pits. He is into the pits. But the AI haven't exactly been known for calling this right, so I don't know. Here comes Théo Pourchaire down the outside. Is he going to have a full look here? I don't know. I'm just trying to keep the car on the circuit. And Martins gets past Pourchaire. What's gone on here? Have we lost someone? I think Vesti is round. Vesti is round and he is facing the circuit. I managed to avoid him. And we have a red flag for Frederick Vesti, who went round. Okay, that's going to make things interesting moving forward. So what is the weather? It's raining. So we can rethink our strategy here. Can we go on to wets? No, it doesn't look like we can take wets. Pitting is mandatory. So I want to try going soft hard because the rain is going to stop. So I want soft tyres because I think they'll grip up faster if the rain is stopping. Right, here we go. Ready for a restart on lap 6. We are underway once again at Silverstone. Fittipaldi is okay away. We have a better start, but look on Ollie Behrman. Behrman was away like a bullet out of a gun. Pourchaire down the inside as I have no grip into one. And Pourchaire getting that done.
They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint.
And we should have better tyres, but we don't have the grip at the moment. But Fittipaldi retaining the lead. Then it's Pourchaire and Behrman retaining the top 3 at the moment. And Behrman and Pourchaire was the key battle of Austria. But the track is still quite wet. And I'm braking as late as I dare there. But it just, I don't know, it feels a little bit grippier than it did earlier. So I don't know, is this going to work for us? Oh!
This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road.
Well, this is our true position, they say. And as it was lap 4, that means we can take these to the end if we can. But it means it's going to be a hairy journey as we nearly lose it round Copse. But the rain is going to be stopping soon now, so I don't know. What do we do? We've just got to try and keep it on the road and hope that this comes to us a bit later on.
This is our true place here. They've pitted as well. So
I think that might have been Victor Martins. Yes, Victor Martins locking up, going wide. And Novalak says, thank you very much. I'll just take that from you. Novalak having a look, no way through there, but he might have a go down the hanger straight. He is going to have a go down the hanger straight. We're going to have to go defensive. Here comes Clement Novalak. Is he going to make a go? Yes, he is. He goes round the outside. My car steps out and Novalak just keeping it on the road for now. And he doesn't exactly get through. Right, into another lap, out of another one. And does anyone else have a moment there? It doesn't look like it. It looks like everyone has got through okay.
Okay, track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit full wets next time you come in.
And now I've actually been told, look, do you want to put on the wets? Because he says track conditions are not improving. But they will. They will. I tell you what, the control I have of this car, it's so difficult not to go round at the moment. But we are just keeping it on the circuit. Here comes Novalak though. Novalak's going for the inside of the hangar straight. We've also got a car on the outside of outbraking Novalak. Where is everybody? No, Novalak's gone up the inside. He's gone through. I'm trying to keep the car from spinning. Vesti gets through as well. So we've lost 2 places there. And we're losing all the more. And I think someone else had a moment there. But I thought we had the place on Novalak. He was staying down the inside. And he kept the place. Right, now we've got to try and get back past them. But the track is still wet. And we're still not got a decent amount of grip. And the leaders, Fittipaldi and Porsche, they are gone. So they are well and truly gone. But I'm thinking the track is going to dry out soon. I'm hoping it does. But this has really not worked out for us. And we've nearly lost it there. Just trying to push that bit harder. As now round the outside. And some of the field have pitted. Right, okay. So a lot of the cars are pitting. Why are they pitting? I've taken both tyre types. Can I retain the lead here? I'm not expected to see this, but quite a few cars are in the pits. What are they taking on? Behrman is taking on a set of softs to go to the end. But does that mean, given that we've taken the softs, we're going to cycle forwards? Oh, I tell you what, there's no grip for us there. Whoa! It's a slidey fest here. There's no grip left on this. I've got no grip. The rear is just everywhere. And I think even if I can make it to the end, I've got no grip to do so. Through is Richard Verschoor now. So Verschoor, he should have me quite effortlessly. And he does, but he's left the door open. But I was going to look at the car. There's just no grip. I'm so confused. This race could go any way right now. But at the moment, it's looking like a VAR 1-2 between myself and Verschoor as I nearly go off the track. Daruvla's down third. Oh, we're so nearly losing it. I mean, even if we do keep going, I've not got the tyres where I can manage this. This is unbelievable stuff here at Silverstone as I try and hold on to what could be a podium. Brad Benavides is out. Here comes Daruvla, and it's a VSC, so VSC. No, I'm gone! I'm gone! No, I haven't! I managed to save it! I thought we've got a VSC. So the virtual safety car's ended. We are back underway here at Silverstone. Am I going to have any more grip by the end of this race? I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm leading the way, but I think I'm going to have to make a pit stop, surely, because I've got nothing in the way of rear grip. Look, understeer, oversteer, round every corner. And Daruvla's within a couple of tenths. Is he going to have a go down the inside? Yes, he is. I'm going to force him in tight, though, and that makes him back out. We're going to... Oh! I've gone round, and I've got into the path of Porsche. The safety car is deployed. We've got a 10-second penalty. That is deserved. Oh! So we're going to have to pit anyway. And we have got a 10-second penalty. I don't even think I can begin to process this race. Every lap has just been a struggle with the car, with grip. And it's just really turned into a nightmare home race. But if there's one thing I can take, maybe it's P20 from Porsche. But I also want to take responsibility for that shot and say I'm sorry. I kind of wiped his race there. The safety car did come out, but we weren't able to make anything from it. Can we get past Porsche? Going down the hangar straight, we should be able to have a look into Stowe. We have gone through, and I'm just going to try and protect the up and under, but Porsche's going for it, and Porsche's still there. Verschoor's been disqualified! Why was Vasseur disqualified? I'm so confused. What did he do?
Final lap, push, push.
What did Vasseur do? I'm so confused right now of what Vasseur has done to get disqualified. We should have a go into Stowe. We are close enough, but again, I think without the DRS, there's not a lot we can do. I am going to have a look though. We got a nice little toe. We're going to go down the inside of Porsche. And is he going to up and under me again? No. It is Jehan de Ruvela then who takes the win of the feature race here. But it is a complete disaster for us. I don't know what happened, to be honest.
Well, that may not have been the finest race in history, but there's no question that was a critical win.
Momentum is everything at this mid-stage of the season. We're getting towards the business end of things. What a brilliant way to continue that momentum into the end of the year.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be MP Motorsport picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. There will be plenty more twists.
That was a very strange one, wasn't it? But in the end, it is Jehan de Ruvela who takes the win. Enzo Fittipaldi gets second. Oliver Behrman gets a great result in third. And after his sprint win, a double podium, that goes down very nicely for the Englishman. Vesti gets fourth. Novalak gets fifth and a fastest lap. And then it's Cordial sixth. Victor Martins in 7th, Arthur Leclerc grabbing a few points in 8th, and then it's Hadjar and Kushmini rounding out the top 10. That has closed the standings up nicely, hasn't it? And from being Mr. Consistency, we're a little bit in trouble now with Oliver Behrman breathing down my neck at 13 points behind. Victor Martins and Jehan de Ruvela also bringing in some good points and closing that gap down. We have not run away with it just yet, and there is still a long way to go. Thank you for watching this installment of Career Mode though. Don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe, TTFN, ta-ta for now, take care, see you all soon.